Okay, so thank you for listening to the Patricia Show. Please remember to subscribe. And if you like these audios, please press like and then press share and forward it on to someone that you know who needs increase in finances. Okay, so we were talking about in part one, we were talking about vibration and we were talking about electronic light. Okay, so this is part two. These electronic lights only know perfection. You requalify that light each time it flows through you with your negative thoughts and feelings. So remember, I was telling you in part one that when you think positive, these electronic lights speeds up, the vibration speeds up in you. When you think negative, it slows down. So you are the one that requalifies that light, but with your thoughts. Every time you think negative, you're requalifying it with your negative thoughts and feelings. So now, when these electrons flow out of you into the world, and it attracts other electrons with the same vibration frequency as yourself, and it returns to you with more of its kind. Meaning, so if you're requalifying this and you're thinking a lot of negativity, when those electrons go out from your you're sending out your vibration frequency, it's attracting more of its kind. So if you're sending out negativity, that's what you're giving back, negativity. If you're sending back positivity, that's what you're getting back, positivity. So you know how you could say, oh my God, that girl just has so much bad luck. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It's not a coincidence, or it didn't just happen that that person is having a lot of bad luck. It's happening because that person has a very low vibration frequency from negative thinking, and it's attracting more negative thinking, negative energy to them. And so the more negative energy that's being attracted to you, the more difficult and challenges you're going to find in your life. Do you understand that? I hope so. So, when these electrons, like I said, when they flow out of you into your world, it attracts other electrons with the same vibration frequency as your own. So, this is why it's very important for you to be very conscious of the thoughts, the feelings, and the beliefs that you are sending out into your world. Now, I'm not going to give um, a big teaching on this electron unless it's something that you're interested in or want to understand more how it works in your world. Then you could put it in the comment section and I will teach more on it. I'm just teaching on it now so that you could see that you attract to your life where you're vibrating at. So if you're wanting money and you're vibrating at a very low frequency, you're not getting a lot of money. If you're vibrating at a higher frequency, that's how you attract money to you. And what makes you vibrate at a lower frequency? Your negative thoughts and feelings. I do want to say that these electrons are flowing out from you every minute of the day. So they come into you from God, the Godhead, which is called Alpha and Omega, which is the universal, great, mighty I am. So it starts from there and then it flows down through your own mighty I am presence, which is always 6 feet or more above you. And then it comes down from your mighty I am self down into your physical body and then out into your world. Okay, so let me. I'm not going to teach on God right now, so I'm going to come back to this. I'm only trying to teach on money right now. So I'm not going to get into God right now because I was going to just fixing to go and tell you a little bit more about the your mighty I am, but I will do that on another time. Right now, I just want to kind of keep it focused on money. So, anyway, when it comes down from your mighty eye, it comes from the Alpha and Omega, which is the Godhead, these electrons. It goes down into your mighty I am presence, out into your I'm sorry, down into, then it flows through your higher self, which is your Christ self. Then it goes down into your physical heart flame, then out your into your body, and then into your world. That's how it does. And it's continuously flowing each second and minute of the day. And remember, this is very important. You requalify it with your negative thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. You are meant to live in harmony. And you're meant to live in perfection, which is harmony. When you turn away from negativity and turn back to perfection, which is harmony, you don't even have to be doing affirmations and stuff about money. It'll automatically come to you. It'll just be like magic. You'll think like, oh, I need $500,000, and you'll look up and $500,000 will be there, or a way for you to get it really quickly. The reason you have to do the affirmations and all this other stuff is because you have. I'm gonna put this in this way, but this is just the truth, and then I'll break it down later. Because you've turned away from God. That is the bottom line. Now, most of you will say, "What's she talking about? Turn away from God? I ain't turning away from no God." Are you living in the light or are you living in darkness? Which one are you living in? If you're not living in the light, honey, you've turned away. Now, most people will say, "I live in the light," but you full of negativity. You study struggling for finances. You can't make ends meet. Honey, that is darkness. You don't struggle when you're living in the light. You do not struggle at all. You're only struggling because you're living in the darkness. You've chosen darkness. Darkness, what does she mean? Darkness. You've chosen to live a negative life. You're criticizing, you're gossiping, you're giving your opinion on other people's lives. That's not, when you live in the light, when you're facing God and you're living in the light, that's not the way you do. With everything that I just named, you're living in the darkness and you've turned away from the light. Now, when you decide to go back to the light, again, you won't have to do all these affirmations to get money, because money will just be there and everything else you want will just be there. You'll think like, oh, like it's a miracle. It's not a miracle. It's your natural way. It's your divine birthright to be successful. It's your divine birthright to be prosperous. And it's your divine birthright to have a lot of money. So I'm going to end this recording right now because I don't want it to run out. And then, oh, wait a minute. I got a few more minutes to go. Please remember to hit subscribe, hit like, and hit share to forward this to someone who you know wants to increase their finances. So I'm going to talk just a little bit longer. I've heard so many, because I want to really make this clear. I've heard so many of these New Age teachers, and some churches too, say that it's good to suffer. When you suffer, it gives you more strength. It produces strong qualities when you suffer. Child, you do not have to suffer. You can get your lessons that God means for you to get in love. In love, living in the light. You do, listen to me clearly, you do not have to suffer to have good things in your life. And because we've been taught that, through the church for so long, people really believe that. And now let me tell you, I believed that we had to suffer. Never. But let me tell you something. What is the picture that you always see of Jesus? Do you see Jesus being happy and, laughing and talking? You don't ever see those kind of pictures. The pictures that you see of Jesus is him on a cross suffering. Those pictures have gotten into all of our subconscious mind. And we believe on some level of our being that we have to suffer before we can reach God, or we have to suffer before we reach prosperity. There are people who win the lottery and then they don't feel deserving of winning the lottery because they feel deep inside they're feeling like, hey, they haven't suffered enough. This is because of the pictures that are constantly bombarded and thrown to us that Jesus suffered. That is not even what you're supposed to be paying attention to for what Jesus was here for. You're supposed to be paying attention to Jesus' teaching, but they've put it up to keep you in control and to control mankind, for you to think that you're supposed to suffer. You're not supposed to be wealthy. It's a sin to have money. Money is the root of all evil. That is just not true. People are the root of evil. It has nothing to do with money. Money ain't talking. Money is just energy. You just have it in your hand. How is it the root of all evil? It's you, the people who misuse the money, is the root of all evil, not money. So I just want you to think about this, because I want you to also think over your religious beliefs and think about what you've been taught negative about money. And those things that you've been taught negative about money is the reason you don't have it today. Okay, so I'm going to end this recording and thank you for listening to The Patricia Show. You have a good day.